Hi, my name is Chris. I'm here to talk to you about water safety. Working on the water is a dangerous occupation. We're here to show you some life-saving techniques that maybe one day will save you.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. We have a man in the water off the Charlie Barge in the Northeast Quadrant. Charlie Barge, Northeast Quadrant. Over.
Yeah, tugboat calling. This is Life Support 1. We copy that message. We're responding from the Tarrytown Lighthouse. ETA is approximately 2 to 3 minutes.
When we get a call on radio of a person in the water, our response is going to be with our Marine 1. We will come upon the individual in the water, visually see where he is.
In the water! 2 o'clock! In the water!
The captain will come up alongside.
Help! Help!
And one of the rescue divers or rescue swimmers will grab one of the rope bags, a 50-foot nylon rope, put into a nylon bag. What that basically does is give you an extra 50 feet of length to reach out to the individual in the water.
Grab the bag and wrap your hand around it.
Grab the rope bag, throw it upwind or up current, and let the rope bag flow back to the individual. Once he grabs hold of it, you set yourself on the boat squarely and pull him in nice and slow, hand over hand, until the individual's on the side of the boat, and then we'll bring him in. Put it on your hand, loosen the top, take about 3 feet out of the bag. It's a nylon bag, so when you throw it, the actual weight of the rope will take it to the victim. Our crew is all EMTs, so we will give him a quick medical checkout to make sure that he's not injured in any way. And then we'll notify shore and tell them what we have, and we'll bring him home.
Security, security, Life Support 1. We removed the victim from the water. We're en route to the Tarrytown Marina. ETA, approximately 5 minutes. Over.
One of the other rescue devices that we have on board is a life ring.
Man in the water, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Man in the water, 10 o'clock. Doug, get the ring.
Normally it has at least a 50-foot cord, also floating nylon.
Hey, Chris, I got him.
When you are going to deploy, you're going to take the one end, which is looped around one wrist, hold that end of the rope.
Hang on to the ring. I'm going to pull you in.
You're going to take that ring and either with an underhand or side-on motion, throw it towards the individual in the water, upriver, upwind, and let it float back down to him, similar to the rope bag. Once the victim in the water has a hold of the life ring, take up the slack, do a hand-over-hand pulling motion, nice and slow. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart so that you don't slip. Keep your eyes on him at all times and just bring him right into the side of the boat, nice and slow, nice and steady. Whether it's the rope bag or the life ring, you can use a hand-over-hand pulling action, probably the best way to do it.
Somebody grab a blanket for me.
I got it.
All right, sit right down.
The third piece of equipment that we have on our vessel is a rescue basket. It's a standard Stokes basket made of stainless steel composite or lightweight metal. Along with that are neoprene flotation devices and enable us to float the victim back to safety of the vessel. If we get a call of an injured worker overboard,
Guys, I just got a call, man in the water, suit up. I'm going to head down. It's on the west side of the channel, on the Charlie Barge.
again, not able to help himself out of the water, then we would deploy the water Stokes. And along with the water Stokes, we need to deploy rescue swimmers as well. Our first rescue diver that we're going to deploy into the water is going to evaluate the situation and the patient as he's swimming up to him.
All right, Cap, I'm ready to go when you are.
The first rescue swimmer will bring with him a flotation device, usually a life ring.
Pull it out when you see him.
I got him right here, Cap.
Where we at?
My leg's all messed up. My leg's all messed up.
And at that point, when he gets to the victim, we do a quick medical or basic BLS scenario in the water. Then the Stokes basket will come along. Once we deploy the Stokes basket into the water, we'll have one of the crew members hold on to it via a webbing. This is so that the basket doesn't float away from us. And then the second diver will come in and put the victim into the Stokes basket, secure him with straps, and then we'll secure the straps to the davit, which is a hauling device, which will get him up onto the boat. The way that the Stokes basket is lifted out of the water, it's 4 contact points on the Stokes basket connected to a center ring. That center ring is connected to a pulley system, which is connected to the davit on the boat. Nice and smooth, nice and steady. We don't want to jerk the individual around. Once we get the individual into the Stokes basket and then on board the boat, we will address all of his medical conditions as best we can, and then we will rapidly extricate and get the individual to shore to an awaiting ambulance.
Patient secure?
Patient secure.
All right, I'm bringing him in.
Let him know. Conscious alert. Let him know on shore.
All this time, while rescue operations are going on, the captain of the boat will be in charge of radio communications, and he will always be in communications with shore and the 911 systems as our operations are in progress. It's reflex and training. That's what it's all about.
The Hudson River is an estuary in that it's connected to the Atlantic Ocean. Current travels both north and south. Twice in 24 hours, the current will completely reverse. There's only a period of about 1/2 hour at each tide change that someone could actually overcome the current. 75% of the time, the current is traveling faster north or south than a swimmer would be able to swim against. At the peak of summer of July and August, the Hudson River gets as warm as 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Quickly in the fall, it begins to cool off. In October, November, it's down into the 50-degree range, and then down into the 30s or just above freezing in the middle of the winter in January and February. The time available for someone in the water during those extreme winter months is only about 10 minutes before they would become hypothermic to the point where they're disabled. During high current situations of up to 2 knots, it only takes a few minutes before the victim is completely out of sight of the barge that he may have fallen off of, and you rely totally on rescue vessels in order to be able to pick up this person.
Not secure.